Thank you, Sarah. I appreciate it. Um, we are a small insulation company located in Portland, and we take pride in creating tight, energy efficient homes. We are probably the smallest company who's here today. Right now, we have 8 employees, and we're looking for 2 more. We're looking for an insulation installer, and you need not have any experience. We can train you. And we're also looking, just in the hopes that a project manager with a BPI certificate might be watching. We're also looking for that talent to add to our team. So I'm going to share my screen with you. Casco Bay Insulation we're located in Portland. We're right off Riverside Drive, and we're working currently on new construction as well on weatherizing old homes in Portland. And like I said, we've got 8 people working with us now. We're looking for more. We've got lots of work right now, and we are growing. We continue to get new requests every day. So just going to take you through a little bit what we do, who we're looking for, and what you can expect if you work here. Casco Bay Insulation does much more than simply install insulation. You probably have seen insulation trucks on the streets wherever you live. There are a lot of people who do spray foam, who do pinks, fiberglass, but we do more sustainable materials. Our primary insulator of choice is cellulose, which is ground up newsprint, which borate is added to make it pest resistant as well as fireproof. And we work in a sustainable manner, and our whole hope of insulating people's home is to give them a more comfortable environment in the kinds of crazy weather that Maine can throw at you, but we do it in a sustainable way, and we look at the entire building envelope. So as well as just being insulators, we're also building performance experts. A little bit about our journey to this point. John Riley is the owner of the company, and he started it in 2008. He'd worked with his father for years, and his father's an energy efficiency expert. And John learned from him, and then has his own deep commitment to the field, started his company in 2008, and actually took it up a notch in 2019. He decided he wanted to grow. The company doubled in size in a year, and most of that is just due to John's intense focus on this field, and he works really well with builders who have a commitment to the homeowners who are building these homes. And most of our work is word of mouth. It's one builder talking to another builder about the way that we work, the professionalism that's evident in what we do, and the commitment to creating really well-performing homes. Obviously, this year with COVID, it's been a bit of a challenge because people were shut down for a while, but builders were considered essential workers. So we maintained our workforce throughout that, and we continue to grow. And like I said, we are looking to add a few people now. The what, when, where, and how of what we do. There are 2 major things that we do. We do home weatherization for the old home stock that's available in New England. We've got some of the oldest homes in the country and some of the most severe weather, from super cold in the winter to super hot in the summer. So insulating is all about creating a better performing home in both those environments. What we're finding this year, especially as income has grown and as a lot of people are trying to use their second homes that they have in Maine as their primary homes throughout the pandemic, we are being called on to insulate camps that people use, their secondary homes that they haven't thought much about insulation because usually they go south in the winter. So we're seeing a lot more business on that end as well. So we go out and we visit the homes, we do estimates, we propose solutions for comfort with the sustainable materials we have, and we also have to keep an eye on moisture problems within the homes. So we do a lot of ventilation as well, because once you tighten up a home, the issue is you might keep too much moisture in and cause some other problems with mold, which is certainly unhealthy. Our new home insulation, we have a lot, like I said, we work with a lot of the builders in Maine. A lot of people are building new homes here. So we work within an hour's drive of Portland. We get calls for further out because of our reputation, but we work basically an hour from here, including we work on all the islands in Casco Bay, which is really fun in the summer to take a ferry ride and sometimes not so fun in the winter. We do everything from installing fans, we do soundproofing and insulating the house from top to bottom with these products. And like I said, our focus is on the building envelope and the home's performance ultimately. What type of person enjoys working here? People who like to work with hand tools. We typically don't find people who have previously been installers, so we look for people who've been in the trade somehow. If you're a carpenter, if you're a plumber, that kind of person does well at a job like this. People who enjoy being active. This is not a job where you're ever going to be sitting around. It's very active, and people usually get in the best shape of their life when they work here. People like to figure out challenges because every home is different, and John will train you on your job and what to do, but he also gives you the leeway to make some decisions on your own once you're trained and to figure out what is best for the homeowner. So each home is a different puzzle, and we expect you to be someone who wants to help solve that puzzle. People like to shower at the end of the day, not just in the morning, just because you're going to come home and you're going to have insulation on you, on your clothing. You have to wear a mask when you're doing this, especially when you're installing cellulose, because the fibers get in the air. We want to protect people's long-term health. Um, so you need to keep those out of your lungs. So you will be wearing an N95 mask, and you will be wanting to shower at the end of every day. People who are interested in understanding building science, because this isn't just a job where we expect you to go in and be a drone and do the job and come home and not think about it. It's something that we want you to be an active participant in and think about if there's a better way to do what we're doing. People who like to work in small, close-knit groups. We typically send crews out that are either 2 or 3 people. We have 3 box trucks right now, so each crew takes a box truck. They're responsible for coming to the Riverside Drive or Riverside Street address in the morning, loading it up with everything they'll need for the day, proceeding to the job site as a team. So you're very independent, but you will be working with 1 or 2 other people during the day, as well as John, who will stop in to see how things are going and give advice, help out when he needs to. So that's a kind of job. It is not a big group. And people enjoy working with homeowners because where we're working is either in someone's house or it's on new construction. And if people are having a home built, they will typically stop by very frequently to check on the progress. People who are early risers, we get up and start early here. Typically in the morning, in the summers, people are here around 6:30 or 7. In the winter, when the light is a little bit, comes on later, we start around 7 or 7:30. But early risers do well here. You come in early and you leave early. People who like to work on computers or sit at desks are really, this is not at all the job for you. We do not do that here except for me. What's a typical day like here at Casco Bay? And this is basically a trick question because there is no typical day. One day you might be working up in Freeport at a beautiful seaside home for someone in a new construction environment. The next day you might be in a crawl space on the Western Prom. The next day you might be up in Naples at an old camp providing insulation for someone up there. So there's really no typical day here, but the typical day is that you start early, you work hard, and hopefully enjoy your job and have a good attitude. This is some pictures I've assembled just to give you an idea of what the job sites look like. On the left, you'll see John Riley, who's the owner. He's demonstrating how to dense pack between studs in a home. And what you don't see in that picture is the netting that is put up that John has put that hose through. And if you're doing dense pack correctly, which we do obviously, when you dense pack that cellulose, which he's blowing that in there, when you dense pack that, you can pull off the netting at the end and it will be packed so tightly that the net is not needed to keep it in that space. The purpose of insulation basically is to stop airflow, and that's why all those little nooks and crannies are packed like that. On the top, you'll see someone who has spray foam who's up in an attic and is doing air sealing for lights that protrude through the ceiling. So we air seal, and then we would put cellulose, depending on the depth, up to 18 inches probably, we would blow it into all those cavities in that ceiling. Down below, you'll see someone who is working on rim joists, and he is putting spray foam in to seal up any gaps that would let water or air from the outside flow into that home and create a uncomfortable environment. And on the right side, those are just two examples of projects well done. You see how neat the projects are, how clean they are, and how effective that insulation is going to be for that homeowner. Our COVID-19 policy, this is really important to us. We believe in masking. You will be wearing a mask on the site, like I said, to keep fibers out of your lungs. But when we're in the office as well, we all wear masks when we're together. I'm here alone today, so I don't have to. We wipe down our trucks. We keep our job sites clean for the homeowners. We're always wearing masks when we're on site. So we take it very seriously. If anyone is sick, we want them to stay home. If anyone has come in contact with anyone who is sick, we want them to stay home. So we support you in taking this seriously, and we don't want anyone to suffer because of our policies. The pay and benefits at Casco Bay Insulation is we've got a great beginning rate of pay for people who are unexperienced. We'll start you at $18 or $19 an hour, depending on what your previous experience is. And we will give you a performance increase very quickly if you're doing a good job and showing the right attitude when you're at work. So it's a place that you can move up fairly quickly in terms of rate of pay. And we also, because we're growing, we have some more opportunities to take on more responsibility and also increase your pay that way. We do have paid time off. We have 10 paid holidays a year. We do lots of on-the-job training. John Riley is a great mentor, and you can learn a lot working with him, and he's got a great attitude and makes it fun for people. We just started a simple IRA with a company match, and we also have healthcare insurance. For more information, I know that the job fair is going to send you information, but also you can log on to our website at www.cascobayinsulation.com. So I wish you all good luck in your job search, and I hope if there's anyone out there that this sounds interesting to, that they'll give me a call.
Thank you again, Kim.
Thanks.